What day is it? It's Hump Day. No Mike, but that's all right. It's still Hump Day because we have Ruben, we have Jose, the great Grignon, and we have Backstage Dave. Backstage Dave. First, we kick it off, though, with the GOAT. You know what the GOAT stands for? That means greatest of all time. See, I didn't even say his name. And Kevin knew to pull up Jose Grignon. Kevin just knew. He just knew. I didn't even say your name.
That's because you paid him.
I didn't pay him. I didn't even say your name. I just said GOAT. Everybody knows when I say GOAT around here, that means you, the greatest of all time, Jose Grignon. Needs no introduction. He's just Jose. I got a little video. I should have put it up on Slack. You know, the one where you were carrying the coffee cups to your desk.
2 coffee cups, not just one.
You were balancing. You were doing a balancing act. How cool you were. I need to try to get that to Slack before we get out of here.
No. You don't have to do that.
So people can see just how smooth you walk.
No, I was just trying not to waste anything hot on myself or on the floor as well.
I got you.
You know, we really had a really good morning today. Some amazing stories. We had an emu with an attitude. We also had some information out of Tennessee. You know how some folks just fold up dollar bills? They were giving a warning out to folks, don't pick up folded dollar bills in that community in Tennessee, I think, because someone had placed fentanyl as well as another drug inside. And as you know, fentanyl can be very dangerous depending upon how much there is. If you touch it, it could cause really some horrible health problems and eventually cause death as well. We just had some really good stories, and one story that really stuck with me is one regarding Houston Methodist Sugar Land Hospital. Their stroke unit out there has been given several awards. One from the, the Stroke Honor Roll Elite Plus and the Gold Plus Quality Achievement Awards. And that's because of the advancements that they have made with strokes and stroke victims. I always thought that, you know, time is of the essence when it comes to having a stroke. And, you know, there is that acronym of FAST, F-A-S-T. You know, if your face is drooping, your arm is weak, if your speech is slurred, then the time is of the essence to call 911. They have been able to extend the time, or I should say they have been able to bring back someone who has had extended time under a stroke. Usually 2 to 3 hours is what you would think is very critical, but they were able to bring back some folks who, after 24 hours of suffering a blood clot, they were able to use a medical device and go up through the groin all the way up to the brain and remove the stroke or the blood clot, which reversed the stroke. And in a matter of days, that person or those people, because it's been done with more than one person, those people have been able to get up and walk around as if nothing had really happened to them before. And usually, as I was saying, you think in terms of time, maybe 3 or 4 hours. When drugs would be used to dissolve the clot, they have another method now. And that I thought was very, very important, very critical, because that's a life-saving advancement for a lot of folks who have strokes. And sometimes people don't realize that they do have a stroke, but now there is time with this particular procedure. I don't know the name of the procedure. All I know is that it involves a device that goes up through the groin, through the arteries, all the way up to the brain, and then they're able to grasp that clot and remove that clot. I thought that was one of the big stories that we had today, and you know, something that stuck in my mind. It's also Latin Restaurant Weeks, or should I? Yeah, Latin Restaurants Weeks here in the city of Houston. You got more than 50 restaurants that are participating. these restaurants are offering specials from tacos to carne asada, various dishes that you would not normally have in a regular restaurant, but what you will have in a Latin American restaurant, along with tequila as well, because that's part of it, you know. And Nate, I'm just going through a couple of news stories because I thought they were very, very important stories. Baby formula. Pretty soon the stores will be stocked with baby formula. We had a whole bunch of aircraft coming in, 13 flights coming in, many of them Delta flights coming from overseas, bringing supplies of baby formula. So the shelves will be starting to get stocked very well. Also, Florida A&M University is going to be competing or showing off what they do in Paris, France, not Paris, Texas, but Paris, France, and several Texans are going to be on that particular squad. Now, the name of the band has always been the Marching 100 because they usually had 100 people in there, and at one time, only men were allowed to try out for the band because they have a lot of energy that they use on the football field when they're marching and doing their antics out there, so to speak. And 2 Texans are among the group of 35 that have gone to Paris, France, in order to show off their wares at the Louis Vuitton. I forgot what exactly the show is, but it's for Louis Vuitton. And they are showing off what they're doing, but also representing historically black colleges here in the United States. That's all I got for you this morning, Nate.
That's more than enough. Congratulations to FAMU for doing what they're doing, and if they're doing something for Louis Vuitton, man, that's going to reap some pretty nice financial benefit for them as well. Let me ask you this: you talked about the baby formula. Do you know from which country it's coming?
No, I don't. All I know is that there are several countries that are sending baby formula. Spain is one of those countries, and I think France is another one of the countries sending baby formula to the United States. You know, it's really shocking that there are no smaller producers of baby formula in this country.
That's right.
That are able to fill the gap.
Right.
But since we're able to get formula from other countries, that's at least going to help out for those women who've been trying to find a way to feed their babies.
Yeah, we've never had a shortage that I can remember of baby formula. So that is good to know, baby formula or baby food. I hope that we're able to sort of resolve that in the near future. Jose, thanks as usual.
Crossed.
Yeah, I know, right? Thanks as usual, and stick around. I got a little. No, I know you want to say something to Ralph. Today's his birthday, so we want to make sure that we talk about the great Ralph Cooper. You guys kind of fit in that same little box there, the greatest of all time. So we'll get back to that a little bit later. Thank you, my friend.
Sure.
All right, bud. All right, let's keep it moving now. Ruben Dominguez is out somewhere, either making people hungry or making people wish that they are where he is. Ruben Dominguez, one of the greatest. When he's all over, he will be a GOAT also.
Thank you for that, Nate. I appreciate that introduction. Hopefully I can live up to that high standard. I also want to jump in here and wish the legendary Ralph Cooper a happy birthday. That man is absolutely 100% legend, and
Yes,
I mean
sir.
that. All right, so here's the deal, guys. We're at No Label Brewery. Another Texas name that might one day have true legendary status. They've been at it for 12 years out here in Katy. Let me tell you what just happened. A little over a month ago at the World Beer Cup, second place, they took silver. And you're thinking, oh, well, you know, that's okay, but that's not a gold. Well, let me tell you, 11,000 beers competed from around the world, more than 150 breweries right here. No Label Brewery in Katy winning that silver medal. That's a big deal. And they've got a lot of other hardware. They've won in different categories at different events, nationally, locally, but this is big. I mean, really, really big. I was talking to their brewmaster, Ryan Traylor, said that this was a dream. You know, of any brewmaster, you know, it's a dream to not only be in this competition, but to actually win or place is incredible. So shout out to them. They have an incredible tap room out here. They can do up to 1,000 people, both kind of split between an indoor and outdoor situation. They're family friendly, pet friendly. Live music on the weekends. They have food trucks, and the beer is delicious. My favorite is one they have called 1980, which I like a lot. It's a Kolsch, which is kind of the style of beer that I like. I'm not one for IPAs or, there's a lot of, you've got sours, you've got all sorts of different things, man, because, the guys who are into this craft beer thing, they're incredibly creative and they like to represent different beers from around the world, a lot of which, unless you're into beer, maybe you haven't heard of that style of brewing. But they've got everything here. And you can buy beer to go. Come on, that's a deal. So they've been opening a little later because of the heat, waiting for the temperatures to cool a little bit. But they got the big swamp fans out here, and they're just, fresh beer is coming out of that brewery every day. So highly recommend it. If you guys are looking for a little something to do, if you're in the Katy area, you're looking to book a party or some special event or something like that, they can handle that too. Give them a shout. Definitely follow them on the Instagram. And come Halloween, they do a pumpkin beer, which I've had a lot of different pumpkin beer, and this is one of the best ones I've ever had. And I hope I don't get this wrong. Nightmare on Main Street, I believe is what it's called. Delicious. So Nate, this is probably another place that when you and me start Ruben and Nate's food and drink tour of Houston.
That's
we
it
gotta
right
put it
there.
on our list, buddy.
That's
yes,
it.
Sir.
There you go.
You got it. Nate, when we take the show on the road, this has got to be on the list, my brother.
Ruben, yes. I need a recommendation from you. If I wanted to go,
I got you.
Here's the recommendation. If I wanted to go have lunch right after work, where would you meet me?
If we were going to do lunch, if we were near downtown, I would go to Post, just because you have probably 15 different restaurants to choose from, and all of them are amazing. We featured about 7 or 8 of them, so that's definitely on the list. I like Treebeards downtown a lot. I like them, I'm a big fan. It just depends on what part of town we're in. Let's talk after the show, because I'll get you a list, Nate.
Sweet. Okay, very good. Let's do it. All right, Ruben. Thank you, man, as always. Before we go to Backstage Dave, a couple things I need. Number one, I need the link to the Fox Facebook Live after show. I don't have it. And because I don't have it, I'm not able to say hello or good morning to all of those wonderful people who are watching us online. Because the other thing I want to do is make sure I wish my good friend, mentor, and who so many people know and love in the city. He's 5-time Hall of Famer, Ralph Cooper. I want to wish him 1230, The Source, KCOH. I want to wish him a happy birthday. Hang on, Dave. I'm kind of hanging on here. I hope you're not in a hurry. While I'm at it, I want to thank Linda Bell Robinson for this wonderful T-shirt that she sent me. They had a golf tournament. I couldn't play in it because I was on vacation. But this is wonderful. Thank you for the Ring the Bell golf tournament. And next year, I'm going to do my best to play in that tournament next year. Ring the Bell. Thank you for the T-shirt, Linda Bell Robinson. I certainly appreciate you and what you guys do. Thanks so much. And no, I will not be cutting my yard in that T-shirt. That T-shirt's going to be worn for other purposes, no question about it. All right, let's see if I have the link. I still do not have the link to the Facebook show, the Fox 26 Facebook Live right now. I don't have it. I need it. And we don't have a lot of time. All right, let's move on. Backstage Dave, I lollygagged as much as I could. So now it's up to you.
It's funny you should say that, Nick, because I actually do have to go, but I want to thank you. Thank you very much. I'm in Elvis mode. I have to go because we have a live stream coming up at 11 o'clock. We're getting ready for Backstage UL Live. We do it every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Central, where you're watching us right now. You'll be able to watch that coming up in about 40.
Hey, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Dave, what the Elvis glass, the Elvis shades?
Yes, sir. They're real.
Those are cool, brother.
Thanks. And look, on the side, it says TCB, taking care of business. I got these at Graceland last week when we were in Graceland, in Memphis.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Look, watch here. Look, it says right there. Well, I don't know how my camera's going to be, but they say taking. I had them on the set. I was at the station yesterday, Nate. I was actually in the studio. We had Priya Ferguson from Stranger Things cast join us, but yeah, see, it says TC. I don't know if you can see it. Taking care of business. These are the Elvis glasses. Okay, you get them in the gift shop.
Go
dude.
for
They're
it.
not the real.
I got you.
$300. Anyway, so we have a Backstage OL Live coming up at 11. We've got, speaking of Elvis, the movie's fantastic. You can start seeing it in theaters tomorrow night. We will have our interviews with Tom Hanks tomorrow morning on Fox 26. But if you want to get a preview, we're going to have it for you at Backstage OL Live. We've got Tom Hanks, Austin Butler. We're going to be talking with all things Elvis. A lot of good stuff. We have a special guest joining us on the live stream at 11. She plays Elsa in the Broadway production of Frozen. It's coming to Houston. She's going to join us. I'm going to try to get her to do a song. So that's coming up 11. You can watch it on all the Fox 26 digital platforms, as well as the Backstage OL digital platforms. And yes, we're going to wrap up Elvis Week tomorrow morning with Tom Hanks right here on Fox 26. It's a great interview. We filmed it at Graceland last week, traveled by Warner Brothers. And the movie finally goes to the world tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon. I guess you can start seeing Elvis. Nate, it's a powerful film, and I'll give you more of my review tomorrow morning. But yeah, it's Mom. When we left the theater at our preview screening, she was in tears, and I was like upset. It's powerful. But yeah, more coming up on the live stream at 11, and I will see you tomorrow morning, my friend.
All right, brother. Thanks so much, man. We got to get out of here. Appreciate you. Can't wait to see the movie, and I want to hear your review as well. So we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll keep the business of Fox Facebook Live going. Hey, want to say thank you to some folks. Also, big shout out, happy birthday, Ralph Cooper. It is your day, my friend. Big shout out to Ruben, also the GOAT, Jose Grignon, and the folks in the back, the crew, Daniela Cinderella, the very stylish Janae, Lisa, Rhoda, big personality, Shanette, Barbie Doll, Barbie, Carolina, Lena Sanchez, Jessica the Great Berman, also the Lion, Grambling Grad, Kevin Collins, probably does not like FAMU right now because they're traveling to Paris. The chef, John Butler, also known as Mr. Meat. Mr. Meat. That name courtesy of Johnny Two Big Toes Rodriguez. Ed, Mr. Ref, Light Burn, Don Juan, Big Daddy Bradley. That's his new nickname, Big Daddy Bradley. He's got 2 kids. I didn't know that. The Mayor, Dave Lanier, Texas Tech Grandpa, Mark Jenner, Alex, What's Up, Supco, the Mixmaster, Old Miss Maggie, Chris, Lamborghini, Lena Marie, I see you over there trying to hide. And then there's John, Bill Street Chastain, and Mike Iskovitz. Goodbye, good night. Have a great day. Get your nap. See you later. Bye. Rico, my bad. My bad, Rico.